Hello friends, Ben here for Giant Loop, and today I'm pretty excited to run down a few different soft luggage setup options specific to the Suzuki DRZ400. So one question we often get is, will this bag specifically fit my motorcycle? And so what I want to do is create kind of a series of videos specific to bikes to give you an opportunity to see what bags work well with each bike. Giant Loop bags are a universal fitment, so no matter what bike you're riding, most of our bags will probably work with it, and if you're not sure, you can always use the chat now feature on giantloopmoto.com. But if you're looking for specific information about a specific bike, in this case the DRZ, let me walk you through some of the options that I run and the different configurations that I run so that you can see how they're set up on this bike specifically. This is my kind of day tripping, woods exploring setup. If you were a minimalist moto camper, you could moto camp with this setup. I'm not, so this is kind of what I would take with me on a day ride. Maybe not every single bag here, but you can mix and match options, and I just kind of want you to see what's possible and what works. This is the Giant Loop Mojavi Saddlebag. Love this bag, completely out of the way, lots of storage, useful storage, plenty of room for my tools and survival gear on a day trip. I'm running the ZigZag Handlebar Bag up here. This is a great bag with a lot more space than some people give it credit for. Massive amount of space in here for your phone and other sort of daily essentials. This is the Giant Loop Buckin roll tank bag. This is our small minimalist tank bag. This is what we call the tank bag for people who hate tank bags, because it is not in your way at all. All of our tank bags do a great job of staying out of your way when you're riding aggressively, but the Buckin roll just disappears on the bike. You don't notice it's there at all. So this is a smaller bag, which fits really well in the DRZ. And then up front, I'm also rocking today, this is the Fender / number plate bag, and that's got plenty of storage for your tire changing kit and all that. And then on the back here on the rack is the Giant Loop Possibles pouch. Let me show you just a little bit closer up. I've got each of these pieces mounted. So let's just start with the back and work our way forward. So what I have here is the Giant Loop Possibles pouch, and this is actually the older graphics. So this is my actual Possibles pouch that I've been running for a couple years now. I've just mounted it with these pronghorn straps. These are the 25-inch pronghorn straps, and it's mounted to this Giant Loop tail rack. In this bag I have my whole tire changing kit. Basically everything I need to change a flat, and also this is just my sort of on the trail toolkit. So tons and tons of stuff in this little bag. And I've just mounted it to the Giant Loop tail rack here, like I said, with these pronghorn straps. So let me take it off, I'll show you what I mean. And this is the Giant Loop tail rack, which I have a whole video on this actually on my personal channel, which I'll link you, on how I mounted it on the DRZ. But this thing is fantastic because you can use it for a bunch of different things. So I can easily swap out that Possibles pouch for, that's the Klamath tail rack pack, which fits right on here. You run a pronghorn strap through the bottom, attach it to this rack. The Rogue dry bag fits fantastic on here. I've put a small cooler on here. Basically, I love this Giant Loop tail rack on my DRZ. It is versatile, has a ton of uses, and what I love is it's within the profile of the bike. So it actually doesn't make the bike any bigger. So when I'm trail riding and stuff without all this gear on the bike, it just disappears. So that's a great accessory. I've also got my Giant Loop Hot Springs heat shield on this bike. So this is the Giant Loop Mojavi Saddlebag. This is great for day tripping. There's a ton of space in these bags. The Mojavi Saddlebag has 12 liters of storage, 6 on each side, and it mounts really well and very easily to the DRZ. This is a great place for all your day trip stuff. And honestly, if you want to ride and carry survival gear and tools, but you don't want to put them in a backpack, the Mojavis are a great choice for that. But let me just show you how I've mounted the Mojavi on this bike. My original plan was actually to mount my Mojavi to this rack, but it turned out I didn't really need to. So, and it fits really well with the way I have it set up. So the front edge of the Mojavi actually slides right under my seat. It's mounted here with these fender hooks, and the fender hooks are just tightened here with this pronghorn strap, and it is very secure with that on there. This thing will not slide forward or back at all. So that all comes with it, including the pronghorn straps. It's quick and easy to mount to the DRZ. So down at the bottom, I've actually got my Mojavi attached here to a Giant Loop mount, which is just on this muffler mount bolt. I like that because I can quickly and easily take it on and off the bike, but it's just as easy to run this strap to this frame rail or this frame rail, which is what I did before I had these mounts. But the mounts I highly recommend. They just make it so quick and easy. Like I said, this is a muffler bolt, but on the other side, it's just on this passenger peg bolt, and it's the same thing. You just slide it in and out of there really quickly and easily. So the Buckin roll's here, which is a great minimalist tank bag option, really love it. But I actually went above and beyond, and I pulled this side panel off so that I could run this strap down and behind this frame rail and back up to the bag. This is one mounting option, but you could just as easily run it to here. This is where I had it before, on the subframe rail, and that was fine and out of the way too. And then the front strap on the Buckin roll just goes up underneath the neck of the bike there, right behind the triple tree. Up here on the handlebars, I have the ZigZag Handlebar Bag. That's an easy mounting setup. You just run the Velcro straps behind here, and then these webbing straps with buckles around on top of it for extra security. This thing is fantastic and great for tons of storage. Your phone fits in there easily. So, you know, if you're going for a quick day trip, you just want to take a few things, the ZigZag is a great option. And on the front fender, a great option for the DRZ is our fender / number plate bag. And this, here's a little insider secret for you. This is the Possibles pouch. It's the same size, it's the same bag. It just comes with these rubber boa straps so you can put it on your fender or your number plate. So you could put everything I have in my Possibles pouch in this bag easily. This is just if you want to put it on the fender. And I've run it, I've used this bag. I used to keep my whole tire changing kit in this on my 250L. I just switched it to the back when I bought this DRZ and put the tail rack on it. But if I didn't have the tail rack, I would put all that stuff in here and it would be fine. So that's just a quick overview of how these specific bags fit on the DRZ400 and some ideas and options for bags for your DRZ400, particularly for your day tripping, you know, tools and survival gear lunch type situation. Obviously, you don't need to run all of these bags. You can mix and match. So if you have any questions about specific bags for the DRZ, please leave them in the comments. If there are other bikes you would like to see specific fitment videos on, like this, please leave them in the comments as well. If you're looking for a moto camping setup for your DRZ, I made a whole video on our Overnight Plus kit, which I will link for you here, specifically on this bike, on my DRZ. And that's our Coyote bag, our Diablo tank bag, and the Rogue dry bag. And that's a great overnight or multi-day camping setup on this bike specifically. So check that out if you haven't. If you have questions about your bike or specific bikes or setups or any of our bags, you can also use the chat now feature on giantloopmoto.com to be instantly connected with our customer service specialist who will help you figure out what bags will work best for your bike and your setup and your needs. Links to all of these products on giantloopmoto.com in the description below. All of these products are backed by our limited lifetime warranty. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more gear overviews and other great content. And don't forget that YouTube subscribers save 10% on giantloopmoto.com with promo code SUBSCRIBER. Thank you for watching. Go light, go fast, go far with Giant Loop.